Hello and welcome along. Today we are taking a first look, a very special first look in fact, at Maplewood. This is the new map by Lancyboi. It is a couple of weeks or maybe a few weeks from release at the moment, so this is very much in testing and getting ready for to be put through, I believe, to the Giants mod hub. So he may be, and certainly it'll be released on PC. It may also be released on console. I don't really know that at the moment. But we're going to have a look around. He's given me permission to have a look around the map and give a tour of it and give one of my first looks. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I will put a link through to the work in progress topic on FSUK for this in the description, so check that out. But yeah, so this is where we are. So you spawn here at the entrance to the yard. A nice looking yard. I do like this a lot. Over this way, please keep off the grass. Fantastic. Over this way we have our farmhouse, which is where we have our landy that we're going to be doing the tour in. But I'm just going to pop around here. And we can see we've got a field through here. In fact, this is as good a place as any to start. Let's have a look at what our field prices are. So no mission on here, so I'm thinking no, maybe not missions on the map at the moment. 21,000, which is not bad actually. Fairly indicative of the smaller to medium end fields, field 30. So I'm thinking field prices are quite nice on this map. Really looks like an interesting map. Really does. So we are going to jump in the landy and head off. We're going to head south. We're going to view field 29 first. And then we'll sort of meander around the map. If this is anything like Lancyboi's other maps, there are going to be lots of little through cuts and through roads and things that, that will be a bit, that will allow us to get access parts of the map and do a circle that we otherwise wouldn't expect. So we're going to head down towards the bottom of the map via this. Field 29 is one of the fields we own, which is just over there. That is a nice field of either wheat or barley. I can't tell from here, unfortunately. But yeah. And so there's that there, and there's our roadway across. It looks like it heads sort of up and over there. What I do like about Lancyboi's maps is they're always full of detail, but it's always a little bit mad, which is no bad thing at all. So the last one of his I looked at was Upton Farm, and I had a blast on that map. So this is the other side of field 30 that we just looked at. And those are two fields we own. So we own that cornfield there. No, we're going to turn around. Oh no, we do have... Oh no, that's the exit from the farm by the looks of it. So there's another exit from the farm up there. We may end up coming back that way. And we own this field here. So 3 fields we start off. How many do we have? Oh, we got to load up the other end near the pig farms, so we will have a look at that. We're going to go around the top of the map first. So up around this way, we have a sell point just here. Just in here. So what do we have for our sell point here? That is the spinnery is in there. That's what we sell there. And I'm guessing also this is our shop in here by the looks of things. A couple of class combines sitting about. Yeah, purchase point. All that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, this is our shop as well. We're going to head north from here. And I'd be amazed if there isn't some sort of cut through between field 23 and field 18. So, that will serve us well later. But heading down here, more fields. Sheep should be on our left and cows on our right. Yeah, there's the cows, there's the water trough and the grass trough over there. I would guess there's the slurry pit, nice deep slurry pit. And here is the this must be the sheep field here. Yeah, there we go. Water and grass. How do you get into the sheep field then? Interestingly. Can't see a gate here. Ah, it's at the bottom end of the field down there. Okay. So I would guess that's where you unload. Ah. Tech farm. Purchase. Oh, right. Wow. So, purchasable items on this map. That's interesting. So I'm guessing if there's that kind of script in, maybe this isn't coming to console. Or maybe that stuff might get pulled out for console. But yeah. That doesn't suggest console to me at all. So we own both fields straight ahead of us, 6 and 5. Whoa. As well as 3 the other side of field 5. So I try to avoid all the other bits. And we've got a sell point up here at the other side of field 8. Down this road here. I think up past field 8. Yeah, up past field 8 leads to nothing. So, this is the sawmill looking at the map. Yeah, there we go. So we should have a bit of woodland on here as well. Because that's quite a big sawmill. Wow. Yeah. Nicely detailed sawmill, that. Very nicely detailed sawmill. Yeah, wood chips over there, logs there. Right, let's head back out. As this is quite an interesting little map, I think. There's a lot of potential on this. A lot of potential. It's, again, because the roads are quite windy, it gives an impression of it being bigger than it is as well. Which is quite cool. Alright, the forestry is up that road there. And normally, I wouldn't worry too much about doing a detour like that. But, as we know from previous first look, I really like to go and have a look at the forestry stuff. And this little road here looks like it might have quite a bit of detail to it. So let's pop down here. Yeah, there's a really good level of detail on this map. I'm liking it a lot. For that alone, really. There we go. There's our forestry area. So I'm not going to drive into it. Just go and have a quick look. So, grass on the ground. I think I'd have preferred the forestry ground texture. There is some detail in this forest, actually. Yeah, that's quite nice. It's not a huge forestry area, and it does back onto our onto the logging area here. But yeah, I quite like that. It's a little bit of forest. It's not a huge amount. It seems to be a very small amount of forest for the amount of for the size of the logging, the sawmill. So yeah, but again, nice bit of detail with these walls. There is a nice bit of detail here. Not as much as on some maps I've seen, but by no means nowhere near, some of the maps I've seen that are a lot worse. This looks good. This looks nice. This map. I could see myself playing stuff on this map, which is quite cool. Not run him over. Right, we're gonna head down here. So past our cows on the left, and we're going to pop up here and just have a look at the farm up here, because up here is where our chickens are. It feels nicely contained, and there's a good bit of distance to everything. The road is closed ahead, that's good. I dislike it when you can run off the side of a map. So our chickens are in there somewhere. They must be round the back of that. Let's have a look. Okay. I hear them. Yeah, there they are. So the chickens are round here. Round the back of this house. Which is excellent. A bit out of the way. The thing is, I'm not too worried about chickens in FS19 because they're just not used. They're very much a side note in in 17. They're very much a side note. I would much rather they were the same as they were in 17 when you bought chickens and tried to do stuff with them. Right, so another yard up here. So this is quite cool. This is very nice. Wow. Pigs are out this way. So you could have a second farm up here. So again, another good map for 2 or 3 players for multiplayer, sort of doing semi-realistic setup. You could have a pig farmer who has arable stuff and just an arable farmer and things like that. So we've got water and we've got feed trough over there. Awesome, and purchase point there. We cannot get out over here. Interestingly enough, seems seems an interesting design for a yard. Whoa, quite a big bump there. But yeah, all in all, I quite like that. Again, nice level of detail to it. Interesting buildings. I've not seen these buildings used before, so I'm quite liking that as well. Right, we're heading back up to the main road. I'll have a look at it from the other direction. Looks like another bit of forest here on our left. I don't know if you can actually do anything with it. Some fairly nice tall trees. But I don't know if you can actually get in and harvest anything out of it. It would be good if you could, because that would add a bit more forestry to it. But it doesn't look overly accessible. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, there we are. There's an entrance into this forestry area. And this forestry area actually is I think that's nicer and better than the other one. Same sort of textures and things, and I would quite liked some of the forestry ground texture. I suppose we do have pine needles and things down here. So yeah, that's that. I do like that forestry area. So that's a much more workable piece of forestry. That fantastic. Right, ooh, bit of a sharp edge on the road there. So Lance, if you see this, I would possibly just raise the level on the side of the by the right side of the road there, because yeah, I did get stuck on that. Round through here. But that's a minor thing, that is. And we've got another yard. Wow, we do have a lot of yards in this. That's really nice. That's a very nice yard. Is that a usable barn? I think that's one of the barns from Oakfield. Yeah, it is. Very usable barn space. Oh, this is a very nice farm. I think I would decamp here, because that is brilliant and right in the middle of the map as well. Yeah, I think I would decamp my farm to here. It's a good-sized, nice farm. That's gorgeous. I really like that farm. I massively like that farm. That's a really, absolutely gorgeous farmyard. Right, so we are up at field 17. We've sort of come out. Yeah, so yeah, as I suspected, there is a road across here. Now, we could go up there, but I don't think there's anything other than field up there. Yeah, it's just field 15 up there. So we're going to cut across here. And as I said, yeah, there is absolutely a dirt track across here that just sort of leads us back across and into the bottom here. That's quite cool that runs just into a set of bollards there, because the road essentially just runs out. And then we have a whole load of sell points here just down this road. So into here. Some different models for cars in here. That's quite cool. Right, so we should be able to sell pretty much everything here, I think. What we got down here? I see lots of sell points marked on the map. Right, so we've got a sell point in here. That must be... I'm not sure what that must be for. Looks like we have some very specialist sell points. I'm guessing that might be manure. Round here then, I think this is basically... This is the BGA over here. Okay. So this looks like a sell point for... Yeah, there's BGA. So that is the sell point for silage. I don't see a silage clamp, which is interesting. So I would have said that's not great as the missing silage camp. That is purchase point for fuel, and then down here somewhere is another sell point, which looks like we get at it from the other side. So we'll head around here and have a look down here. Wow, how do you get to that sell point? That's a bit weird. So I'm going to just hop over the fence and see if I can see... Ah, here we go. Wow, right round the back of the BGA. Okay, I won't worry about that at the moment. But, yeah, this is a grain sell point. So, looks like you can sell... I don't know, actually. Compost. That looks like a compost sell point. Interestingly enough. So I'm not quite sure where you sell your grains on this map. Did we already come across that? Maplewood Pig Farm Sawmill. Maplewood sell point. Okay, that might be the purchase point for that, and the sell point is yeah. That might be a general sell point, I think. Maplewood sell point. Interesting enough. Only thing I do notice on the map is that the animal market icon seems to be a long way over. So I'm not sure. Oh, it's got two of them. Okay. So yeah, it's got two animal market markers. One of them is way off the map and not one that is used. So here we are. We're back at the vehicle shop that way. So all that remains is we'll go and investigate this, the back entrance to the farm, which is just shooting up here. Yeah. And there we go. And then we will have a look at our vehicles. So this is the back entrance to the farm here somewhere, I think. Oh, maybe not. Ah, wow. From the map, I thought that looked like we could get into the farm from this side, but we can't. Interestingly enough. I'd quite like to see that, I think. I think that would make it interesting, but it does work not having an entrance from there. So we'll just scoot back down here and back to the main farm. Yeah, all in all, impressive work. I quite like it. It's very compact but feels large. Lots of options, lots of nice shaped fields. Lots of just general bits and pieces I quite like. We'll have a quick scoot around the yard. So yeah. Again, I thought you could head down the side of the barn there. Don't know what I thought that. But yeah, that's a good bit of storage space. A nice big barn there. Oh, that's the first time I've seen people. I don't normally see a side opening barn like this. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. I will have to ask him where he got that, because I want a barn almost exactly like that for my map eventually. It just needs a little bit of switching around, and then loading point for your grains here. Yeah, nice. A few more nice storage sheds. So yeah, good yard here. All in all, I think I prefer the yard in the middle of the map to this one here, and I think I would decamp to there. But all in all, I'm quite pleased with that. That's a nice map. A few little bits and pieces that probably to be fixed, but in all honesty, nothing major, nothing that I would go, oh no, that makes me want to go nowhere near this. Just a few sort of little bit of tinkering. Otherwise, yeah, that's really gorgeous. That's really lovely. So, let's have a look and see what vehicles and equipment we start with. So we'll open up the garage. And so we start with an 8340 New Holland and a case 1455XL. A decent couple of little tractors to start with. Should cover pretty much everything you need to do to start with. Good size mid-range or mid sort of smaller end Massey. Nice width header on it, 8-meter header on it, so that's good. Header trailer, I dislike the dolly header trailers, but yeah, good header trailer for that header anyway. The Agroliner trailer, nice trailer, and the Horse Toronto 4FX cultivator. The Stiller 406 sprayer, a couple of weights, a couple of 1,000 kilogram weights. Pottinger Novacat mower and a New Holland baler. Interestingly, wow, no cedar. No cedar and no windrower, which I would have said were two basic things if you're looking at this. And a lizard pickup. So I would possibly alter the vehicle setup a little bit. I would say a cedar is something that's pretty necessary from the get-go. And I would say probably a windrower and maybe a tedder. Those two things would be very useful, and maybe a forage wagon or a bale wrapper. Simply because if you're going to do cows straight off, then you're going to want some of those. Let's also just quickly check: are there any animals? No, start with no animals. So actually, I probably wouldn't worry about having the mower so much from the get-go. So there we are. That is Maplewood, and I really quite like it. That's a very nice map. Nice and compact, but as I said, because of how its roads work, it feels quite big. And yeah, I look forward to seeing more from this map. I look forward to seeing its eventual release. For now, go check out its work in progress topic on FSUK. And all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this first look. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.